I looked around and spotted the last pastry on the plate. It had to be mine, but just as I was about to take a bite, someone yanked it right out of my hand. So I turned. It was the company director's spoiled daughter.
I grabbed it first. Give it back. Nope, my dad's throwing this party, so everything here is mine.
Neither of us would budge. Then my dad showed up and pulled my hand away from the pastry. That day, it wasn't the pastry that stung. It was losing that tiny bit of protection I thought I had. Hey, I'm Sarah. I live in California with my mom and dad. Everyone says Dad's kind and helpful, but behind our door, he's someone else. Bossy and controlling everything at home. He decided it all, never asked Mom or me.
I'm the head of this house, so I get to decide everything. You two just listen to me.
Whenever Mom or I argued with someone else, Dad's first move was to always side with them and blame us. Like his pride mattered more than we did. One day, I got the best. I'd gotten into a top fashion design program in France. I held that letter so tight and ran home to tell Mom.
Focus on studying, sweetie. Don't worry. We saved up for your college.
Right then, Dad walked in looking all excited like he just hit a jackpot.
I just decided to open a company with a friend.
But that costs so much. Where'd you get the money?
Didn't we have savings? I used it all for this.
That's for Sarah's college. What if this doesn't work?
What do you know? I make the calls here.
You never cared about Mom or me.
Sarah and I are moving out.
Fine. I love to see how a housewife and a teen survive without me.
I'll earn my own tuition. I'll prove to you we're better off without you.
Mom and I moved into a small apartment. With my talent for fashion, I told Mom we could open a boutique. It wasn't easy though. I was still lost when Mom laid out this detailed business plan from cost to customers.
Mom, you really surprised me. I actually graduated top of my business class. But after marrying your dad, he told me to stay home. My degree just sat there since.
It wasn't smooth sailing. First, finding a shop was tough. We searched the whole city, but every spot we liked was already booked. Then no workshop would take our tiny order. Mom and I stepped out of the third workshop that day, tired out.
Don't worry, Mom. We'll find another place.
So this little dream of yours isn't working out, huh?
And right there, Dad showed up, grinning like he owned the world.
My investment's doing great. If you two regret it, just apologize and I'll forgive you.
Never.
Stubbornly fools. You'll regret this.
One day, while I was out hunting for another workshop, I heard someone yelling up ahead.
Oh no, my coat.
I saw this elegant lady standing there, but the back of her fancy coat had snagged on a nail sticking out of a bench. The tear looked pretty bad. She clearly needed help.
I can help you. Just wait here a sec.
I ran into a little store on the corner, grabbed scissors and a sewing kit. I trimmed a torn end, fixing up the fur collar, and even turning the leftover fabric into a cute belt to tie it all together. By the time I was done, her coat looked completely different and way cooler.
This is even better than my old coat. Thank you so much. How can I repair you?
Oh, it's nothing. But you just gave me the best idea ever.
I thanked her and ran straight home. I'd only wanted to help her out, but that tiny moment flipped my whole career around.
Upcycling fashion?
Yep. Instead of selling new stuff, I'll take old clothes and redesign them from scratch. We won't even need a factory. We'll save so much.
I grabbed some of my old clothes to use as samples. Mom put up posts on social media to spread the word. Pretty soon we got our first few orders. Heck yeah! To grow faster, Mom suggested I pitch my idea at an investor program at the venue. I ran straight into Dad. He was there too, pitching his company for funding.
Give it up, Sarah. You can't beat me.
I trust myself.
Just then, the investor walked in. My jaw almost hit the floor. It was Lady Helen, the same one whose coat I'd fixed. Dad got up first to pitch.
I'm Thomas, founder of Technist. We're new but have huge potential. I hope you'll invest, Mrs. Helen. We can take this company to the next level.
He bragged about a bunch of numbers. Mrs. Helen looked pretty impressed, which, honestly, rattled me a bit. Then it was my turn. I brought out a crop top I'd made from an old shirt.
I'm Sarah. My project gives old clothes a fresh life. I believe this brings new value to forgotten pieces and helps the planet.
Mr. Thomas' company is impressive in her strong potential. And Sarah, your idea is really good too, but you still need a clear plan and long-term vision.
My heart sank. Was this it for me?
I admire your creativity and passion even more. I can see your drive. With someone to guide you, your project can go far. So I'm investing in Sarah's projects.
Geez Louise, my heart felt like it could burst. Every bit of struggle suddenly felt worth it. Dad's face turned bright red. He didn't say a word, just stormed out. With Mrs. Helen backing us, Mom and I turned things around fast. My designs got promoted everywhere. More customers showed up every day, and I made way more than I dreamed. One day, Mrs. Helen invited Mom and me to a charity auction she was hosting. I didn't expect Dad to show up too, but there he was with some work buddy representing his company when the bidding started. Every time Mom or I raised our paddle, Dad would raise his just to one-up US.
50,000.
70,000!
80,000.
100,000!
Any higher bids? $100,000 once, $100,000 twice. So, to Mr. Thomas.
He kept doing that for the rest of the auction, dropping a ton of cash just to show us up. But when he went up to collect his stuff, his work buddy ran over, looking pale, whispering something Dad's ear. Dad's face went ghost white. He almost fell over.
No way! How could this happen?
Something was definitely up. Mom and I hurried to Dad's company and found him outside, cornered by a bunch of debt collectors. Even with all the hurt he'd caused us, I couldn't just stand there and do nothing. I pulled out my phone, cranked up a police siren clip at max volume. The thugs freaked out. They scattered faster than free pizza at a college party. Mom and I ran over, helped Dad up, and got him inside.
Dad, what really happened?
I got scammed by the friend I trusted most. He ran off with all the company's money and left me stuck with a huge debt under my name.
Mom, maybe we should.
I know what you're thinking, Thomas. I can help you pay this off.
Dad looked at me and Mom, stunned. Then he dropped his eyes, ashamed.
I don't deserve your help. I should have listened to you from the start.
What's done is done. I'm not gonna drag it up now. Right now, we fix this mess first.
No, I've been awful. The truth is, you know how you couldn't find a shop or a factory? That was me. I asked my buddies to block you. I just wanted you both to give up and come back.
Why would you do that?
Because I always felt small next to you. Smart, beautiful, strong, controlling. You made me feel less worthless. I'm sorry.
Honestly, the moment I saw Dad get cornered by debt collectors, all my anger just faded. But Mom, she needed more time.
I can't forgive you right now, but I won't leave you alone in this either.
Thank you. I swear I'll change. I'll work and pay you back every penny. Hey, let me roast the chicken. You go sit down.
Please don't. Last time, you nearly turned the whole bird into charcoal.
I heard them bickering like that as soon as I stepped in the door. Tomorrow, I'd fly to France for school. So tonight I invited Dad over for a little farewell dinner. He changed my so much now he put Mom and me first. Fun fact, he's still trying to win Mom back. She's not saying yes yet, since I'm heading off tomorrow.
Dad, make sure you come by every day and take care of Mom for me, okay?
Always, sweetheart.
I glanced over at Mom. She didn't say anything, just smiled. I knew that smile. That was a very good sign. When I opened my eyes, it wasn't my room. Fluorescent lights, machines beeping, wires all over me. A shadow stood at my side.
You're dead.
What? What do you mean I'm dead?
You might get another shot, but there's a price.
Before I could even ask, everything faded. If you're wondering what kind of price brings someone back from the dead, keep watching my Chanel, because this story lives between two misery and hope. And hey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you don't the twist that'll flip the story upside down. Merry Christmas to everyone. Hi, I'm Rees. I'm not your typical girl. I can do mental math in seconds and write with both hands. Ambidextrous, my friends. People say I'm gifted. I say it's survival. Because home, that's where everything falls apart. My dad hasn't worked in years, and when he's home, there's always tension. My mom is holding everything together with part-time jobs and forced smiles, raising me and my little brother while hiding the fear in her eyes. This is where my story begins. College, sure, my grades were solid, but everything else, a total mess. The moment I graduated, my dad pulled a few strings. That's how I landed an accounting job at his buddy's firm. At first, the guy was all smiles. I mean, I was the daughter of his old pal. But sweet turned sour fast. He noticed how quick I was. Tasks that took others half a day, I'd finish in an hour. So what did he do? He gave me more than everything. My department had 5 people. One by one, he fired them all. Guess who was left doing the job of 5 for the wage of barely 1? Me. That's who. And the worst part? I didn't even complain because I thought this job was a blessing. My big break. But even after carrying that whole department on my back, I still had energy. So secretly, I started building something for myself, a finance app, one that could actually help people escape credit and debt traps, especially students drowning in loans. Ironically, I couldn't afford a laptop powerful enough to build an app on by myself. So yeah, I used the office desktop computer. Big mistake. The day he caught me, he went off, started yelling like I committed a crime. At this point, I'd had enough. I jumped to my feet and yelled in his face.
I quit.
You're not quitting. I'm firing you.
The moment I stepped through the door, I knew he knew. Dad's face was already twisted with rage. His dear friend had called, told him I was slacking off, using the office computer for my own stuff, and that I quit without warning. All right, 'cause that's exactly what happened.
You threw away your future. I don't want to see your face for the rest of the night.
I tried to speak, to explain anything, but he wasn't listening. He never does. I ran upstairs. Crash! Smash! Plates were shattering. My little brother was crying, begging him to stop. Mom's voice was trembling, trying to hold things together. Guys, this wasn't new. This was routine. But somehow, each time, it still cracked me open. No one came to check on me. No one asked if I wanted dinner. So I crept downstairs. The floor was a war zone, shattered glass everywhere. While looking at the disaster before me, I stepped wrong and blood pooled around my foot.
Hold still, honey. I'll get the bandage.
Her hands were shaking. Once she patched me up, we silently cleaned the whole mess together. No words, just quiet sobs hidden behind clenched jaws. That night, I whispered a promise to myself. You'll fix this. You'll get another job tomorrow. Foot still bleeding, limping, exhausted, I hit the streets. I couldn't afford to rest. Halfway across the busy sidewalk, I crashed into someone.
Whoa, are you okay?
Before I could apologize or explain, he pointed out my limb.
Oh, what happened to your foot?
I mumbled something about an accident. He didn't pry, but we started chatting, and I told him I was out job hunting.
Accounting, you say? There's an opening at my office. Right here, actually. Top floor. You should go check it out.
I blinked excitedly. Could this really be happening? I limped into that building with heart, gave it everything I had, and walked out with a job offer. Better than my last one. Ooh, way better. For once, the world didn't slam a door. It cracked a window, and I was ready to climb through. So, when I came home and told Dad, I landed a job 3 times. The pay! He gave me this tiny fake smile and went,
I only want the best for you and this family. That's why I get mad.
Yeah, sure.
Anyway, the new office. Total opposite of the last one. The workload was light, no one breathing down my neck, and I had actual time to work on my app. That app was my escape plan. My one shot. Had freedom. And then there was Jude, the guy who helped me when I was barely standing, bumping into random people. He worked in some other department. Quiet, kind, always waved at me when we passed in the hallway. Didn't have many friends. Honestly, neither did I. One day, I decided to tell him about my app, showed him how it worked. His eyes lit up.
You built this? This is huge. You need to pitch it to your boss. Seriously.
So I did.
I pulled an all-nighter building the presentation. I couldn't stop shaking when I walked into the meeting room, but the second my boss saw it, he just nodded and said,
We can get this to investors. The opportunity for expansion is here too. This has value.
He offered to handle everything, funding, connections, launch, but in exchange, he wanted 20% of the app. I didn't even blink. My app was gonna launch. I was so happy. I couldn't wait to tell Dad. But the second I walked into the house, the storm hit. Turns out my dad had already made a deal behind my back with my old boss. They agreed to give me even more money, but only if I rejoined their company. And get this, my salary would now go straight to my dad's account. Sus, right?
Resign from your current job. You're going back.
What? You can't do that. My job was toxic. I'm finally doing something good for me.
I jumped in, trying to explain about the app, about the pitch, the future I was building, but I didn't even get to start. He shoved me, not too hard, but enough. I stumbled backward crack. The glass table behind me shattered under my weight. Pain ripped through my body like knives, stabbing in every direction. I couldn't scream. I couldn't breathe. Everything just went black. The next thing I remember, I opened my eyes slowly. Everything felt numb. Wires were everywhere. I was in a hospital bed. My body felt like an immovable stone. But then I saw him, Jude, standing right beside me, smiling with that same kind goofy grin. I tried to smile back, but something wasn't right.
What are you doing here? Why am I in a hospital?
Rees, you're dead.
Okay, not funny.
I'm not joking. Look.
He pointed at the monitor. Flatline, just like in the movies. My eyes went wide, my heart spinning.
Wait. What if I'm dead? What are you doing here?
No questions. Just listen. You've been given so much intelligence, talent, a brain people dream of, but you keep throwing it away. Your app. It just sold for hundreds of millions. You're here because you don't respect yourself. And if you ever want your life back, your real life, you have to promise me something.
Anything.
Stand up to your dad. No more allowing his anger. No more silence. You fight for your mom, your brother, and yourself.
I nodded slowly, with the weight of his ask, tears slipping down my cheeks. Then everything went black. The next thing I knew, my phone was buzzing. I could barely move, but Mom picked it up for me and held it to my ear.
Rees, your app sold for 100 million. I'm so proud of you. I want to meet with you right away.
Yay, I'll meet with you soon. I just had an accident. That's when I realized I wasn't dead. It had been a dream.
Or was it Mom? And my little brother took care of me till I recovered. When I was strong enough, I went to meet with my boss. I had something to say.
Sir, I want to give 10% of my app to someone from this office. Someone who helped me, Jude Matthews.
Jude Matthews?
Yes, he works in another department.
Rees, Jude Matthews died last year. An absolute tragedy. His father was involved. He was one of the brightest minds here.
I was shaking, but Jude helped me. He was dead this whole time. I didn't say a word in response or even explain myself. I just left the office once, went home. I had made my decision that night. I stood in front of my dad.
Dad, I can't live with you anymore. I'm taking Mom and my brother. We're all done.
Oh, he exploded, yelling like always. But this time, Mom stepped in.
I should have left you years ago. She is absolutely right. I'm going with Rees.
And for the first time ever, my dad was silent. He seemed scared, like he was only just beginning to realize he was truly on his own. We were walked out. No turning back now. We live in a beautiful home. Just me, my mom, and my little brother. The air feels different, lighter, warmer, filled with genuine laughter, yelling over fun shenanigans, not in anger. And sometimes, when I'm alone, I wonder, was Jude an angel? A spirit? A message from God?
Hi, I'm Prisma from California. Please like and subscribe. My sister Juliet and I were born to freakishly rich parents who adored and spoiled us at our lakeside mansion. Even though Juliet and I were twins, people always seemed to compliment me more for my pretty blonde curls and blue eyes.
Look at this beautiful child. She's God's gift to humans.
Of course, both of our daughters are adorable.
Oh, that one's yours too. I never would have guessed.
See what I mean? This didn't change even after we grew up. Over time, Juliet started noticing it too and became extremely competitive, especially when it came to dancing.
Look at Prisma's move. She's so adorable.
She'll make us proud one day.
What? She's dancing like a frog who's holding in a fart. How can you guys be so blind?
I admit Juliet was better than me, but I wasn't so bad. And everyone, including my parents, seemed to agree. But every time they praised me, Julia's butt would light on fire. Not that I cared. I loved the attention. Over the next few years, Juliet and I grew further apart, and by the time we were 16, we were pretty much strangers living under the same roof. She got into dancing, and I fell in love with writing. Things were fine, till one day, Dad lost all his money in stocks, and we had to sell our estate and move to a tiny apartment. Worst of all, I had to share a room with Juliet. Seriously, Mom, I need my privacy. You know that.
It's just for one night. We'll buy you a mattress in the morning, and Juliet can sleep in the lounge.
No way. I need my own room too. If she gets one, so do I.
Please don't be so melodramatic.
Before Juliet could argue more, Mom left. Juliet tossed and turned angrily, but finally fell asleep, and I did too. But a few hours later, I woke up to her screaming,
Ew, I can't believe you still do that.
I felt horrible as I realized the bed was all wet. I had a condition where stress could sometimes make me lose control over my bladder while sleeping. That was my secret. And now, Juliet knew. Shut up, Juliet. It's not a big deal.
Who would have thought Ms. Perfect needed diapers? It's a huge deal. And now you'll do what I say if you don't want anyone at our new school to find out.
You're an awful person.
You don't say. I worked so hard to be this awful, so thank you. For the first time in years, I get to dominate you.
I gave up the room, and Juliet promised to tell no one, but it was so hard to trust her. On our first day of our new school, Juliet and I could feel all eyes on us as we entered, and I heard a few kids whispering about our branded clothes and bags. That's all we had from our life before.
Look at them. They all look. This place is yuck.
Don't say that. It's the best Mom and Dad could do.
You don't have to kiss their butt now they're not around to hear you and pat your back. Anyway, I'm off. Good luck getting through a year in this dump.
Such a brat. Thank God we were in different homerooms. But it was kinda true. The school wasn't half as fancy as my private one back in Malibu. Kids were louder and meaner, and even the teachers didn't seem to care. That day, as I walked back home, I missed my old life and prayed something could magically put everything back in place. I guess God was in a happy mood, 'cause the next day, Juliet gave us the best news we'd heard all week.
I auditioned for the role of dancer in Superstar Karen's next movie. OMG, this Karen doesn't age. I should get her doctor's number. I know I'm, super pretty, but I can be prettier, so why not? Anyway, I got a call back for the second round. How amazing is that?
That's so cool. You totally deserve it.
Stop pretending. I know you're probably just burning inside. Get ready to beg for my autograph.
Geez, relax. Don't be so overconfident, okay?
No one is as good as me. There. This rolls in my pocket. Anyway, I have to practice, so I'll see you guys around.
I was genuinely happy for her. But I just wished something could turn up for me too. Especially after I saw how Mom fussed over Juliet. It made me even more jealous than I'd like to admit. Juliet's audition was in a week, and Mom decided it would be a good idea to tag along and cheer her on, despite her protests. The set was huge, and I felt like I'd entered a TV or something. Just then, Karen walked in, looking like a vision, and everyone fell silent. She looked even better than her movies. This woman was a goddess.
Okay, let's get this movie started. Wait a minute, who are you?
I was so lost in admiring her that I didn't realize I was standing in the middle of the scene. Oh, I'm so sorry. I was just...
No, go back. Could you dance for me?
Oh, I'm not really here for that.
Just give it a try, please.
She signaled for the music to start, and I did what she said. To my surprise, I enjoyed the attention on me, and the camera didn't make me feel nervous. After I was done, Karen took me to her office.
Okay, so I'm gonna offer you a deal. $1 million, and you sign the movie now.
But I've been so out of touch with dance, and my sister's way better. You should give her a chance.
I don't know who your sister is, but no one here is as pretty as you. And I could always train you. Think about it. It's either you or some other girl, but not your sister.
Karen handed me her card and left. And when I turned around, I saw Juliet fuming at me. And when we reached home, she went bonkers on me.
How dare you? This was my chance to shine, and you snatched it away. I hate you.
Listen, I know how this looks, but I didn't think this would happen. And she told me she wasn't offering the role to you anyway. So it's a good thing I got it. We could use the money.
You'll make up anything to justify how selfish you are. If I don't get this role, you can't have it either. And if you take it, I'll make sure you regret it.
Don't threaten me like that. If you were good enough, she wouldn't have chosen me. Okay? Think about that. I knew how Juliet felt, but it was a 1 in a million opportunity. The money would benefit all of us, and it wasn't like she was getting the role. So why couldn't I have it? The next morning, I went to Karen and signed the deal. When Juliet found out, she lost her mind and screamed for hours. But I knew I'd done the right thing for my family, so I ignored her. A week later, we started shooting, and working with Karen was a dream. She was the sweetest. But for some reason, no one else on set agreed with me. One evening, after a late shoot, we talked, and I told her my whole story.
Oh, darling, I know how you feel. I come from a poor family too, and I made my way up.
Really? That's so inspiring. I felt so special because she confided in me. But the next day when I met her, she totally blew me off. And soon, she started showing her true colors. She treated me like her servant, and I was stuck getting her coffee and salads, and she kept criticizing me in front of the whole crew during shootings. I decided to talk to her. But soon we started with promotion interviews, and there was never a good time. During one interview, the host asked me a bunch of questions, but Karen kept butting in.
So what do you love most in the world?
Well, I love...
dancing and me, of course. She's my biggest fan.
Yes, but I was saying that my parents...
are so proud of her. I took this poor girl under my wing, and now I'll make her a big star. Isn't she lucky?
Karen didn't let me say anything. And the next day, everybody was talking about her big heart. No one was talking about my talent. Great. Now people think I'm some charity case.
Don't overthink it. Of course you're talented, but everyone likes a good sob story. Just go with the flow.
I tried, but it kept getting worse. Everyone wanted to know more about how I became famous, and even started bothering my parents to get their answers.
Are you really poor, or is this just a publicity stunt?
How does it feel to live off your daughter's money?
Well, it's my money to begin with, so I feel betrayed.
What the heck are you doing?
Telling the truth, helping the media. I'm being a responsible citizen.
I dragged Juliet away before she said something to make the situation worse. And a few weeks later, we moved to another place. Lately, the stress had been so much that I was wetting the bed more frequently. I really hadn't expected things to be so hard. A few days later, I was going through the script when I heard noises coming from Karen's office and peeped in to see the writer of the movie crying.
You can't do this. You promised me a better amount for my story. That's why I gave the script to you.
Oh, cry me a river for changing my mind. This is my last offer. Or, I can break your career faster than I break hearts.
But it's not enough. You know how much this story means to me. And I'm knee-deep in debt.
Not my problem. You want the money or not?
The girl left crying, and I entered the room to have a word with Karen.
Stay out of it.
But it's not fair. You can't just take away her hard work and not even pay her well for it. It's just wrong.
Really? Have you forgotten what you did to your own sister? She was the better dancer, and you didn't even flinch before taking her place.
That was different. It was me or her.
And you chose you. You and I are more alike than you think. And time you go snooping around in my business, know this. I will fire you.
You can't do that. I'm the face of your movie, and people would crush you for firing the poor girl.
Darling, everyone is replaceable. Ask your sister.
Karen's words hit me like a hot slap. And for the first time, I thought how unfair I'd been to Juliet. I had to make it right, and I started with dropping an anonymous tip to the media about how Karen exploited her staff. The news blew up like a volcano, and Karen faced bad backlash. She knew I'd leaked the news, and I was fired on the spot. But I couldn't care less. All I wanted was to make things right. But Juliet was still ignoring me, and I couldn't blame her. How one morning I walked into her room to talk, but she wasn't around. And seconds later, I heard Mom scream. What? What happened? Mom pointed to the TV, and Karen was standing with Juliet and calling her my replacement. What? I was still reeling with shock when Juliet walked in. Juliet, I know I'm probably the last person you trust, but working with Karen will destroy you. She's just using you to teach me a lesson.
Fine by me. You do need a few lessons. Like, you're not the only dancer in the world, and I'm far more talented. Heck, if people knew your little secret, you wouldn't have even made it this far. Now stop being annoying or I might tell it to the press.
The industry runs on gossip. Sure, people will talk about me for a few days, and then what? They'll forget about it. But working with Karen will make you miserable. Don't do this.
I'll do anything I want. Now get out of my way. I have a plane to catch.
Despite my parents' pleas, Juliet left, and we didn't hear from her for weeks. Slowly, I got back to my studies and managed to pass my high school. But we were running out of money, and I needed something to keep afloat. So I decided to apply for small roles in movies. A few days later, one of the old writers on Karen's set called me and said she'd recommended me for a role in the movie based on her script. It did well, and I started getting more offers. Slowly, the money started rolling in, and we moved to a better place. I even saved up enough to put me through a writing school, and things were fine, except Juliet was still in the back of my mind. And then one day, while I was leaving for work, Mom came running in.
It's Juliet. She's in jail.
What? Mom told me that Juliet was involved in some embezzlement scandal with Karen, and they'd been arrested. We went to the police station with a lawyer to bail Juliet out. My parents seemed to forgive her instantly, but I was still mad at her.
Prisma, there's a lot I need to say, but I don't know where to start.
How about sorry or thank you?
I am really sorry. I was blinded by all the glamour and a chance to be better than you for once. Karen treated me just like you said, and she'll get powerful lawyers and get herself out of this mess. But I'm stuck in it now. You don't have to believe me, but I'm innocent.
I tried telling you she's a witch, and I think I do believe you.
Do you think you can forgive me? I will never even mention the word diaper in front of you.
Shut up! I'm better now, and it might take some time to fix things between us, but let's get this mess sorted first. And I'm happy to have you home.
I swallowed hard and clicked open the email from Elite Academy. Mom was sitting right beside me, just as nervous. Mom, I got... Before I could even finish, she bolted out into the street.
My daughter got into the #1 university in the world.
In seconds, neighbors and relatives crowded into our house, cheering and congratulating me. Words like genius and special girl kept pouring into my ears. Honor student of Elite Academy. Pretty cool title, huh? Hi, I'm Clover, 18, and I had just received the happiest news of my life. Don't forget to like and subscribe. After years of studying hard and writing a heartfelt essay on the power of teamwork, I got accepted into Elite Academy special class with a 1 in a million chance. So when our homeroom teacher asked me who wanted to be class president, I can do it.
Anyone else?
The room went dead quiet. Just like that, I became class president. If anyone has trouble, come to me. I'll handle it.
Then Clover will be our class president. Let's all introduce ourselves.
I won first place at the American Protege International Competition at 10, and I've performed at Carnegie Hall and the Kennedy Center since. I'm now ranked among the top 3 young violinists in the world.
Our class actually had a prodigy like that. One by one, others introduced themselves. The youngest singer with a name on the Walk of Fame, a Cole with 20 million followers, a math whiz. I realized every single student here was a genius, or at least outstanding in some field.
Clover, would you like to introduce yourself?
Sorry, teacher. I'm late. I got lost, and...
This nerdy-looking boy stumbled in, cutting right into my turn. I slipped back into my seat because, honestly, I had nothing special to brag about. Son of a biscuit, did they put me in the wrong class? Hey, I'm Clover. Everyone here is kinda super special. What about you?
Alex, I'm not good at talking to people.
I sighed in relief. Turns out I wasn't the only normal one here. Maybe he was even worse than me, which made me feel closer to him right away. But since I was class president, people started coming to me for help.
I joined a world-class symphony, but they're all old people and I can't...
That Balenciaga brand keeps forcing me to work with their team. I only know how to work alone.
Geez Louise, these were problems only geniuses had. An ordinary girl like me would never know what it felt like to work with a famous orchestra or a luxury fashion brand. But to protect my image as class president, I forced myself to give advice, try to compromise, smile, and stay classy. Listen to others, and think carefully before you answer. By the end of the day, the violin prodigy came to me too.
At my last concert, I almost ran off stage in front of tens of thousands of people. I couldn't even play properly.
He went on and on, from being discovered as a child to being praised as a prodigy to non-stop schedules. Year after year, he'd been playing like a machine without any space to breathe or heal. I've got an idea. I pulled Alex along, planning a surprise.
Where are we going?
Just trust me, okay? Open your eyes. He stared at the warm, quiet scene before him. Alex handed him his violin. No audience, no pressure, no expectations, just play whatever you want. This is your world. Then I dragged Alex away and we hid in a corner. Soon the sweetest violin music floated through the woods. Alex and I spent the whole afternoon listening to it echo in the air. Helping my classmates with their small struggles slowly earned me their trust, even though I wasn't talented at all. And by my side was Alex, another ordinary student, kind and shy. Because of him, I didn't feel like the only loser in class. One day, Elias came to me. He was the most passionate student in advanced math.
My team and I are stuck on a really tough problem for the science exam. Everyone says you can solve problems easily.
A math problem? What the fudge? How was I supposed to handle that? I've got a few methods that might help. So I pulled from everything I knew, suggesting teamwork strategies didn't work, then ditched the books and relaxed for a day.
This is such a waste of time. I'd rather keep researching.
Wait, I've got another idea. But it felt like no one wanted to hear me anymore.
I've been looking for you. What are you doing here?
Oh, Elias had a tough math problem. He wanted me to help. Alex studied the problem carefully, then suddenly pulled out his phone and started typing like he was hacking the Pentagon.
You can optimize the algorithm like this? Done. Problem solved. Now let's go hang out.
Of course, the world's top IT genius saves the day again.
I just stood there, frozen. All the strategies I racked my brain for had gone nowhere, yet Alex solved it with one swipe of his fingers. It didn't take long before I found out everything about him. Once in a century, an IT prodigy received job offers from tech companies at 15. That's what the news headline said. And me? I didn't know a single thing about my own friend. Turns out Alex was the real genius here. I was the only ordinary one. I started avoiding his eyes. He was confused by how cold I'd become. After a week of this silent war, Alex pulled me aside, looking dead serious.
I want to confess to a girl. Can you help me?
Wait, Alex likes someone? Fine, I'd mess with him a little. Let him embarrass himself on his first confession. You should confess loud and dramatic in front of a huge crowd. That's the best way.
Really? You'd want someone to confess to you like that?
Of course. Of course I lied. Yeah, I'll admit it. I was jealous. Alex already had everything since birth, so what if he failed once? During the ceremony honoring the top students, Alex was on stage receiving a prestigious award. Then he suddenly grabbed the mic.
Clover, I like you. Please go out with me.
The whole room turned their eyes on me, and I froze, because the girl Alex liked was me.
The school's genius has a crush, but who's Clover?
Never heard of her.
Alex was still looking at me, waiting, but all I felt was how small I was. He was always famous, and I was nobody. I don't like you. His hopeful face collapsed into shock, then sadness, and I could only run. Because of our Cold War, the classroom atmosphere grew tense. Everyone tried to cheer us up and fix things, but nothing worked. Alex wouldn't even look at me. That's when our homeroom teacher gave me a huge task, leading the class booth at the school's tech fair. With my uselessness, I'd just mess everything up.
I believe you can do it.
I don't have any talent. I only ruin things.
That's not true.
I turned to see my classmates at the door.
I've learned to fit in with the orchestra thanks to you, and he too finally worked well with a big brand.
You helped me find joy in playing again.
We tried your teamwork methods after, and they worked way better.
Your talent is understanding and connecting people. You're the glue holding all these geniuses together.
With everyone cheering me on, I finally started working on our project for the science fair. We decided to build a robot that could understand and comfort people when they were stressed or sad. I set out the music prodigies would compose soothing songs, the KOL would handle promotion and branding, and Elias Group would be in charge of building and assembling the robot.
There's just one last thing. We need someone to write the software to actually make this robot work, and you know who's perfect for that.
The moment I dreaded finally came. I spent the whole day pacing outside Alex's house, too nervous to knock. Just when I was about to give up, I spotted him in the distance. He tried to run when he saw me. Alex, wait, I need your help. I'm sorry, the things I said, I didn't mean any of it. Right before I face planted, Alex caught me in his arms. Will you help our class with the emotion-sensing robot?
I couldn't even understand the feelings of the girl I like. How could I do this right?
That's not true. You've always been kind and gentle. I was just jealous of your talent. That's why I said those awful things. Please forgive me.
You don't need to be jealous. You're the most amazing girl I've ever met.
With Alex on board, everything started moving fast. The project went smoother than I could have imagined, and finally, our robot was complete and perfect in every way, thanks to everyone's effort. No matter how strong or talented you are, there'll be times when you're tired, stuffed, and need someone to lean on. This robot was created to bring comfort, connection, and remind everyone to value themselves. The whole room erupted into applause. For the first time in so long, I felt my old confidence return. After weeks of tension, then pouring all our energy into the project, Alex and I finally had a quiet moment together.
About my confession before, what do you think?
I can't say yet. Yes, just yet. His face fell with disappointment. Because next time, I want to be the one who confesses.